The Lagos State government has been at the forefront since the fight against COVID-19 began. Egbe Idimu Local Council Development Area followed suit as the fight continues. The council authorities embarked on sensitization campaign to ensure that the public are aware on the dangers associated with the deadly disease. Apart from the awareness campaign, the council also carried out fumigation exercise through the environmental department to decontaminate public places, motor parks, banks, fuel stations, and other areas within the council. The council also procured about 5,000 stimulus packages to feed the less privileged, vulnerable, and the physically challenged during this global pandemic. In an interview, the council emsman, Kunle Sonyaolu, applauded the state governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, over the measures put in place to fight COVID-19, noting that the governor has demonstrated quality leadership evident for all to see.
The quality of a leader shows when there's a crisis. That's always been my belief. Your quality as a leader is when there's crisis. How you handle it, your performance, your decision makings. That is when the quality of your leadership is thrown up. So I want this, what has happened, as bad as it is, has just proven to us that we have a quality governor. We couldn't have asked for a better person to be at the leadership or aim of affair of Lagos State at this point in time. So we're just so lucky, and all thanks to our leader, Asiwaju, for encouraging us to support somebody like Governor Sanwo-Olu. We never regretted it, and we're so happy for the choice for who we have as governor today.
The council boss also gave insight on some of the measures put in place to help curtail the spread of COVID-19 within the locality.
We procured quite a few number of sanitizers. I can't remember exactly how many we did now, but it was in the thousands, which we gave out to all our residents, most of our residents. I even went out with them personally to sanitize. After giving it to them, I was actually sanitizing their hands there physically. Aside from the enlightenment program, we immediately swung with the support of the state government. We received some stimulus packages. The stimulus packages started rolling them from the governor, but it's never going to be enough. So on our part, we also started our own. We gave out, I think, about 5,000 pieces of stimulus packages. And it was well received, full, and quite worth the trouble.
The lockdown directive by the federal government has no doubt affected a lot of homes as people find it difficult to source for their daily bread. In addition to cushioning the effects of the directive on residents, the council authorities embarked on a meal per day initiative to help residents survive during these difficult times. The council boss and his team monitored the process to ensure that the food gets to all the political wards. Communities that benefited from the food support program include Arida, Council, Ìdìmú, to mention a few. The chairman in an interview described the exercise as a way of touching lives and assisting the people during these trying moments.
To encourage our people to observe and comply with the lockdown, we understand how difficult it is, that if people are hungry, they will do anything. So we try to complement the efforts of the state government by providing a cooked meal. About a week ago or so, we gave out raw food, which is rice, semovita, gari, and the like. And from earlier this week now, we've been doing cooked meal every day to support what we call Governor Sanwo-Olu's kitchen. That's what we're doing here. You can see our banner. And this is the second one we're doing today.
Beneficiaries expressed delight over the food support.
This gesture is commendable. As you can see today, from what I gathered, the chairman of Egbe Idimu Local Government Lcda had actually been going through different locations. And here, this is 6 p.m., he is here in Arida bus stop in the Egbe Idimu area of Lagos State. He is still doing what is actually, useful, necessary.
I really appreciate what our chairman is doing for Egbe local government. I really appreciate the handwork is working is very good. I also thank Sowolu for what he did for this our local government Egbe Idimu. We really appreciate that because if you not do like that, many people they find food they did not see, but this food we really appreciate them.
In another development, the authorities of Egbe Idimu Lcda has flagged off its COVID-19 testing and sample collection center to determine people who have the COVID-19 virus and the steps to take in getting them treated. The flag-off exercise was held at Olorunfunmi High School, Idimu, as the public were encouraged to take the test. Health personnel were on ground to monitor the process, giving directive on how the test would be conducted. In an interview with the head of administration, United Nations Population Fund, Lagos State, Omolasho Omoseyin, he applauded the Lagos State government for the timely intervention in curtailing the spread of COVID-19, while encouraging people with COVID-19 symptoms to get tested, stressing that it is not a death sentence.
Lagos State government is one of the foremost state governments that are very responsive to this outbreak, and I want to commend them for that. You know, when they had a kind of plan, in place, even before the virus came into Nigeria, they had projected well ahead, and they had planned. Coming from the Ebola outbreak years back, they have quite a number of experienced personnel, to take care of the pandemic.
Other health officials have this to say.
My advice is for people to come out and get this. We may have some little child like VTM, material we use in transporting the medium, but the state is working on us. Today we've gotten some, and we are making sure that everybody who needs this test have access. We are not even stopping at that. We also have mobile team that move from one house to another, identify people who are suspected. Those mobile teams use one of our vehicles. They have two vehicles we're using for that. So they move from one point to another to identify people who have developed symptoms, but they could not come to the site, and then go there to take samples, and then get the result.
Where we are right now is a proof of what we are doing. The state has decentralized sample collection and testing. So here is the working site for sample collection for Egbe Idimu Lcda. It creates easy access for the community to walk in. You have symptoms, you don't, because now we are seeing a lot of asymptomatic cases to come in, have their samples taken, and tests being done. Aside the other things that you have mentioned, like sensitization, providing education to the populace about signs and symptoms. There are also designated call lines that have been escalated to the state, where people can call in if they have symptoms without having to visit the PHC to doctors for complaints and co.
With these giant measures put in place by Egbe Idimu Lcda, no doubt the number of COVID-19 cases would be tamed.